Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Kent. I'm in San Diego, California. EOS, the channel is EOS San Diego, because I shoot my videos in San Diego, or actually North County, San Diego. But I'm pretty much throughout this, the entire San Diego area, you know, at some time or another. So I just call it EOS San Diego, because that's my location. And I want to talk a little bit tonight about the EOS Ignite World Conference going on right now. I was involved a little bit this morning. I think I had a segment this morning, and it's still going on at this time. So if you want to switch over and watch it after you watch this video, there's a lot of good information. I was able to watch a lot of good stuff, learn a lot of good stuff about EOS on EOS Ignite 24-hour World Conference. And my good friend June's doing it, and he's doing a really good job keeping things organized, keeping the event going, and making it really interesting with a lot of good speakers. So that's a good idea. I think if you want to go check that out, he'll probably have it up after everybody completes too. So it'll be a really good thing for people to go back and review if you want to know about how to vote, want to know about the different wallets, if you want to know anything about the programming. I was listening to a little bit of programming, smart contracts, very interesting stuff. There's a ton of information there. A lot of really smart people who are on that telecast this morning. So if you want to go back and watch that, I'd highly recommend it. Plus, I got my Challenge Dap t-shirt on. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, we got the new Challenge Dap t-shirts. So that's pretty exciting stuff too. Last night I made a video about EOS going down to what the cash was, the amount of money that they raised in cash in the ICO, which was $4 billion. And when the price goes down to $4, that's about the money they raised on a year-long ICO. My point being that the market was so irrational that it was dropping down close to the amount of cash that they raised over a year-long ICO. So what's more rational? The year-long ICO where they're raising money every day for 365 days, or a very short-term market that becomes irrational and goes down close to the amount that they raised in the ICO. And I thought that was completely ridiculous, and that's why I made that video. I was actually just bringing out how irrational that price was. I almost called the price and said that's the bottom. I kind of, but I didn't quite. But I should have, because today the price was up. And I think the price is coming close to $5, and I think the price will continue to go up, because $4 EOS is just totally irrational. It doesn't make any sense. It just absolutely doesn't make any sense at all. It just shows a level of misunderstanding of the market, a level of misunderstanding of the technology. So to call EOS at $4 is completely irrational. And that's why it's a good buying opportunity. But what I see going on right now is I see maybe a restructuring of the whole cryptocurrency markets. All the coins, all the altcoins out there are now being looked at as what their value is and the technology that is behind them. There's a lot of coins, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. The technology, in my mind, isn't very good. Now, I'm not going to talk about any individual coin, because every time I do that, I get myself in trouble, because people start saying, "No, you know, you're crazy. That's the greatest idea in the world." But there's a lot of them that I don't believe are very good ideas, and I think that a lot of the market knows that are not very good ideas. What I'm basically saying is there's going to be a restructuring. The crypto market's restructuring. It's restructuring right now. It's sold off over $100 billion in market capitalization, and it's probably going to sell a little bit more over the overall market. But in this restructuring, you're going to see a few coins reemerge as technology that people want to be involved with, technology that actually works, i.e. EOS, the scalable blockchain that is running worldwide exchanges right now. That is working. So some of the ideas that aren't probably, but maybe they're a long way in the future, or maybe they will never work at all. And in my mind, proof of work is a technology that isn't very good, very stable, very sound. It doesn't work. I mean, to me, proof of work is just a lot of excess work, I mean, a lot of excess energy spent on progressing the blockchain. You don't need to do proof of work. You got proof of stake. You got proof of stake, which means you eliminate a lot of the excess activity that it takes in order to keep the blockchain progressing at a fast speed. I think a lot of that technology is not going to exist much longer because there's better ways to do it. And obviously EOS has a better, more efficient way to do it. And I think EOS is going to be a technology that's going to survive, not only survive, it's going to thrive in this next boom, in this next time of incredible growth and incredible appreciations. You're going to see coins like EOS take off. You're going to see the stuff that really works take off. And that's what's happening right now, kind of a restructuring of what's going on. So that's what I see going on right now. I see a restructuring. So if you're involved with EOS right now at this level, and as people start to understand the technology and it starts to become viable, as it is, and it's actually working and working very well, the market will start to realize that, and those coins will start to make a lot more. They'll start to be the coins of the future, and those will be the coins you want to have in the future, because those are the coins that are going to appreciate the most. So I see a kind of a restructuring going on. Like I say, I almost called the bottom of the market last night. I didn't, but it probably was. From here on, it's nothing but up. I can't see it dropping below $4, but you never know, because markets aren't rational. But that's an irrational market. But I do see a restructuring going on, and the technology that's going to survive are the technologies that are working. And EOS is the technology that's working, because it's working quickly. It's not working at a few transactions per second, it's working at tens of thousands of transactions per second. In order to run exchanges, in order to run dApps, in order to run anything that has, it takes a lot of memory, it takes a lot of energy to run. You're going to have to run at an incredible speed. So these are the things that are going to run at incredible speed. And this is where EOS is going to really shine in that environment. So this is what's going on right now. It is the restructuring. So stay tuned. There's a lot of good things coming up. Like I say, right now, I think we're at the bottom of the market. I think the market's nothing but going up, and we're going to see some big appreciations here very soon. Once we kind of get out of this restructuring that's going on in this time that we're kind of reorganizing, and people are kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't work, and what technologies that are going to be future technologies, and the technologies that aren't going to be in the future. The technologies that are working and working at incredible speeds will be where the big appreciations are coming. Obviously, EOS being that platform. So anyway, go back and watch the EOS Ignite conference after it's completed. I'll watch it now because it's still going on, but after it's completed, watch it several times. I plan on watching it over and over again. A lot of great information, and it's going to help a lot of people to use, their EOS account more, to maybe purchase RAM or stake tokens, or to vote and do all that stuff that a lot of people have right now kind of not really totally understood. So thank you for that great event, June. It was a pleasure to be involved, and I appreciate all your good work for EOS and all your good work for everybody that's involved. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. I appreciate you watching.